iHeartRadio Broadway, driven by Mercedes-Benz. The best or nothing.
Right when I graduated from college, I moved to New York, full of dreams. And the first show that I saw was Tommy. I went and I sat in the very, very back row, and everyone was just teeny tiny, and I saw this grid on the stage, and I had no idea what to expect. And then before I knew it, paratroopers were diving into a hole in the deck, and I thought it was the coolest thing that I'd ever seen on stage, and I just wanted to jump into that hole. And so it turns out that the next iteration that they all did, the original creative team and most of the original cast, was in Offenbach, Germany, just outside of Frankfurt. They renovated a synagogue that had been bombed out there, and they totally reshuffled it and rebuilt it to the specs of the show. And so it was the Broadway production just in this tiny little town in Germany. And I ended up getting cast as a replacement and lived out all of my paratrooping dreams.
Always been a fan. I saw it in '93. I snuck vodka in my pocket and bought a cheap ticket, $15 in the back row at the St. James Theater, and it truly rocked me out. And I know that sounds hilarious for a rock musical, but at the time in '93, I'd never seen anything like it. I'd never seen rock to tell a story. I knew that there were rock musicals and things, but it was just an incredible experience, and I was hooked and bought the CD and wouldn't stop listening to it for years, and it's lovely to be back.
It's a dream come true. I never ever thought that I would be playing Captain Walker, and so I have Josh Rhodes to thank for that. The Who wrote this crazy album, and so much, and it's a bit of a puzzle. Some of it is, the meaning is a bit of a mystery, and so people can bring their own kind of interpretation to it. But then at the end of the day, there's just those songs and that band rocking out, and it's infectious.
The feeling you get from the audience when the guitar begins Pinball Wizard. They literally want to jump out of their seats, and to have iconic music like that is just part of, I can't even say American culture, because it's, clearly worldwide, it's worldwide. It's just it's like a standard. It's a standard in our ears. We know it so well.
It's been a joyous process, and Josh has been very patient with us as we've bonded. But then everyone just drops into their part. I mean, everyone's a pro, obviously, and I'm in awe of their talent.
It is a really fast process. It's extremely fast, and that sort of allows you to not edit. And so we all just jump in, and you depend on the actors to sort of finish your sentences, and you give them direction and say, this is where we need to go, and they figure out the nuts and bolts, because it's just so fast. But when you have good actors like Mandy Gonzalez and Christian Borle and Wes Taylor, these incredible creatures that sort of take up space in a beautiful way, and they tell stories so well. The reason it was possible is because they all love the show as much as I do. We all sort of share this deep passion and geek fandom for Tommy and the Who. So you take that into rehearsal, you mix that into that vibe. Everybody wants a win. Everybody wants to do this, and everybody wants to sing this for the audience so badly that they're bursting. And I think you put that together and you sort of have a magical moment. And that's what we were saying last night, opening night. We were talking about how it feels a little magical that we're all together with such love of the piece and getting to do it at the Kennedy Center.
It's really an honor. First of all, I'm a huge All the President's Men fan. I know it backwards and forwards, and to pass the Watergate and then step in front of the Kennedy Center. There's that geek part of it for me that's like, I can't believe I'm here. But it's an institution, and it's the people, every single person that I've met who's worked here has just been incredible. And to step out on that stage, the Eisenhower is just, it does not get old.
Everybody loves it. and it all feels like an exciting opportunity because you don't really see Tommy produced much. For some reason, for a musical that's so wonderful, you don't really see it produced, maybe because of the scope of the story that you have to tell on stage. So it just feels like the Kennedy Center wanted this, and everybody wanted this to be great. And so it just started from the top, and then it pushed us all to do this and make it great.